Virgos. I'm Marie. This is Indigo Earth Tarot. Thank you for coming into the channel. If you're new here, welcome. I also want to welcome in your cross-watchers. Cross-watchers, you are here to find out what's going on with your Virgo. Therefore, some of this message could be for you as well. Remember that energies do go both ways, so feel free to interpret the direction or the meaning of the message coming through as it relates to your personal situation. And the messages coming through for you, Virgo, should reflect some aspect of your current situation, although it does not have to reflect the whole thing, or it could just resonate with an inner knowing. So take what fits. If it doesn't fit, you don't have to try to make it fit. It just might mean that the reading is meant for somebody else this week. But for those of you that this does resonate with, I will have an extended at the end of this reading. We're going to dive deeper into the messages coming through by exploring the zodiac signs that show up in your reading, and those zodiac signs are about personal connections as well as intimate relationships. So just keep that with you as we go through the reading, and let's get started for you. This is for Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising. Messages for those watching, please. Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising. Messages for those watching, please. Okay, here we go. So, overall energetic theme for the reading. We have the Emperor. That's Aries energy coming in, taking charge of a situation, feeling pretty confident, ready to go, strategizing, figuring things out, moving forward. So let's see what's happening right now. What's going on? We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Knight of Cups. And we have the Ace of Wands. Wow, that's beautiful energy coming through. This could have something to do with timing, but you've got an action card here, Knight of Cups, moving forward on something that's very heartfelt, some sort of new beginning that is adventurous, exciting, wonderful. There's a lot of hope. There's a lot of anticipation. And you're just really opening up to this. Like it's something that is heartwarming, heart-fulfilling. Something that's kind of getting you revved up, ready to go here. Looks like the timing is now. So let's see why this is happening. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Two of Swords. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. Well, you're dissatisfied with something. Maybe you haven't moved on it yet. Maybe you really haven't, done anything to, maybe there's some decisions, hard decisions that need to be made, or a hard decision that needs to be made for a tangible new beginning here, something new, something different, taking the necessary steps to create something that you really want to create. This could be something as simple as starting a new exercise program, eating differently, adding more water into your diet. It looks a little bit more, than something kind of like something you're tweaking. It looks a little bit more like it's time for action. It's time to really start taking the necessary steps to remove yourself from a situation that you're just not happy with. You're dissatisfied with it. Could be bored. Maybe you weren't open to this before, to this new beginning, but now it kind of seems like you're an opportunity is coming in for you to take action here. So where is this heading? Where are you going here? We have the Five of Swords. We have the Six of Swords. And we have the Six of Pentacles. Well, there's going to be some challenges here. There's probably going to be some opposition. There might be people who are challenging your decision. But you definitely want some relief here. You want to move away from this situation. You want to move to something that's more something you value, something that values you, something where the exchange seems to be more equitable. You know, this could have something to do with being in service, or it could have something to do with equal exchanges. You know, it looks like something financially here too as well. So let's see what's going on. Let's see what this Ace of Wands is. What is this? You know, you've got two aces coming through here. And you got the Six of Pentacles. So, you know, there could be something that has to do with an increase in income, wanting to increase your income. So clarify the Ace of Wands here for our Virgos. What is this exciting new adventure here? What are you going for? Is it travel? We have the Nine of Pentacles, independence. We have the Tower. Wow, and we have the Nine of Cups. You want to start over. You want to start over. You want to create some independence for yourself. You want your happiness. You want to go for your happiness, which means that there's some things that are going to have to probably disappear out of your life, or some things that are going to need to just leave behind, or to, you know, some things you just can't take with you moving forward here. You know, some things are going to have to be transformed, renewed, like gone out of your life, not there anymore. Because you want happiness here. You got two nines. So nines are all about attainment. And you're trying to attain something here, but something else has to leave in order for you to get to this space that you want to get to. And the opportunity is here to make a move on this. You got the Emperor Spirit. This is Aries energy coming in. You got Sagittarius coming in here. You know, Sagittarius is ruled by Saturn, Father Time, the timing. And you got the Knight of Cups. This is something that's very heart fulfilling for you. So let's see what this Four of Cups is. What's the dissatisfaction here, or the disappointment? So clarify what the Four of Cups is. Maybe it's just something you don't want to partake in anymore. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Hierophant. And we have the Nine of Swords. For some of you, this could have to do with a commitment. There could be, you know, we have the Queen of Wands here. There's, you know, maybe there's some kind of jealousy, maybe there's some kind of gossip, maybe there's just some kind of drama. You seem to be really milling over this a lot in your head. You know, there might be some paranoia here about this, or there, you know, there might be some, I don't know so much that it's fear, more so than just really repetitive thoughts about something. There's some kind of structure here that you're just really disgusted with. And, you know, maybe there's some jealousy, maybe there's some backbiting, maybe there's some gossiping going on, or something like that. But, it, you know, this, for some of you, you know, you've got the Hierophant here. This could be about a structure or a system or a corporation or a job. It's something that you are definitely committed to, that you're just not happy with it anymore. You know, there just seems to be too much drama going on. And I think it's causing a lot of angst and a lot of anxiety, and probably a lot of, like, you're thinking about it. You know, it's repetitive over and over and over again. And I think you're trying to close yourself off from this. Yeah, see, strength. You're trying to shut it down. There could be a lot of uppityness as well. Maybe there's a lot of, people are putting on fronts or putting on a show or, trying to save face, so to speak. And it's just kind of like you're just done with it. So clarify what this Two of Swords is. We have the Seven of Pentacles and we have the Four of Wands. You want rest. You want relief from this. Maybe you're tired of having to show up. Maybe you're tired of having to fight for every little thing you get. Maybe you're tired of having to, you're trying to have patience here with this. You're trying to, protect yourself from it, whatever this is. But it seems like you're having to hold it back, hold it back, hold it back, hold it back. I don't know that it's something that you can ignore here because it seems to kind of be up in your face. But you're definitely trying to remove yourself from it and find your peace somewhere in here. So clarify what the Ace of Pentacles is. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Sun. It's becoming very evident to you that it's time to take a new path. I think you're just really dissatisfied with what's going on here. Could be with another person, could be with your job, it could be, with people in general. It could just be with life in general, but you just seem to be really disappointed. And I think you're starting to see this very clearly. Yeah, Ace of Wands. Here's your Ace of Wands again. You want to reboot here. You want to start over again. You're not happy. You're not happy. You've been trying to maybe, think of it in a different way or try to approach it in a different way or try to look at it in a different way. You're trying to find some sort of peace here. And I think you've maybe been procrastinating a little bit. Maybe you have been trying to have some patience. Maybe things will work themselves out. But when you got the Emperor Spirit coming in, this is, you need to take action here. So let's see what the Five of Swords is. This is a highly competitive card, competition. Yeah, we got the King of Wands here. It's a lot of personalities surrounding you. There's a lot of personalities. You got the Hierophant again. You could be dealing with the Taurus. And you got the Hermit. This could be somebody that you're dealing with that thinks very highly of themselves. They like a lot of attention. Maybe they're very, they're like a force to be reckoned with here. Some sort of force to be reckoned with here. It's like you're contending against somebody who's in a very high place. Somebody who's very ranked. Somebody who has a lot of status. Somebody who has a lot of influence. Somebody who has a lot of pull. And, this person may be a little bit out of touch, out of reach. Maybe it's, it's the way, it could be a boss, it could be a CEO of a company, it could be somebody who's kind of has some sort of authority over you in your situation. You know, for some of you, you could be dealing with somebody in a relationship who's very flamboyant, um, very egotistical, kind of, you know, out for themselves, a little bit selfish, not really thinking about other people. You know, they're kind of in their own little world here. And, you know, it's like you're going up against something that seems to be larger than life. But the emperor out trumps all that. Right? The emperor is the king of kings. So let's see what the Six of Swords is here. Because you want some relief. Justice. Yeah, you want some relief. And we have strength, and we have the Eight of Pentacles. This is something you're going to have to work for. It's definitely something you're going to have to work for. You're going to have to use your strength in a different mode. Instead of strength and being patient and being quiet, you might have to use your strength in confronting the situation. You might feel like you're up against something that's pretty loud, very loud. It's really loud, and it's like an immovable structure here. But you want to come out of this. You want to move away from this. And it's going to require you to put on your Superman cape. You know what I mean? And you're going to kind of level the playing field a little bit here, Virgo. So let's see what the Six of Pentacles is. What is this exchange coming? Maybe this is standing up for yourself in some situation, too. Because here you have the Queen of Wands and the Hierophant right up above the King of Wands and the Hierophant. So this is somebody who is very highly influential and can be very highly influential and maybe can, you know, influence the decisions in your life that you're making. So what is the Six of Pentacles? What's this exchange here? We have the Four of Swords. We have the Eight of Swords. And we have the Six of Cups. Well, for some of you, somebody wants to come back in here. And maybe either right or wrong, or clear something up here. Maybe somebody who walked away or who left in a situation. Maybe there was too much drama. Maybe there was some jealousy. Maybe there was some envy. But I think that what the exchange here is going to be for you to find your peace. To find your peace and to kind of come into, you've got the Eight of Swords here. This is not a playful spirit. This is somebody who is bound. This is somebody who can't get out. This is somebody who feels like life is just pulling them by the nose, jerking them around. And you've got that covered with the Six of Cups. So there may be some naivety here. There may be some maturity. There may be some playfulness. Maybe you need to look at this situation instead of like this person is like holding you back or keeping you bound. Maybe you need to get a little bit more playful with the situation and start looking at this person as somebody that you're confronting in their underwear, or somebody that you're like, instead of making this person larger than life, or this person assuming that they're larger than life, maybe there's some kind of exchange where you can be, instead of maybe being fearful about this, you can be a little bit more appease them to get what you want here. Because your strength has to come from a different type of way, Instead of being quiet and just taking it and taking it and taking it and taking it, and instead of pushing back and being forceful, Maybe you need to be a little bit more playful with the situation and create a situation where the exchange is kind of humorous and kind of funny, so that you can kind of move your way through this and get to the place where you want to go. Give me one more on the Six of Cups, please, because it's kind of throwing me. Is this somebody from childhood? Is this a friend that you know? Is there a friend who can come in and help you? Is there someone you can bounce off some ideas? Because you got an exchange here going on. Is there someone you could like role play with? How you handle the situation, or how you might, you know, confront the situation or communicate the situation. We have the Three of Wands, and we have the Queen of Cups. Maybe having some compassion and empathy for whoever this King of Wands and this Hierophant is. Whatever this force is. There's a story I once heard about in the concentration camps. There was a lady who told her story. I don't remember her name, but she had talked about how the guards were like really mean to the women and the children. Well, I mean, they probably didn't have any empathy or kindness or any, you know, anything going on at that point. But she remembers telling herself, or just kind of listening to the words that said, instead of like hating that person, start feeling sorry for that person. Have some compassion for the hardness that they have in their heart, and how that they have to go through life without having any feelings or any emotions or any empathy or any compassion. And she ended up getting out of that concentration camp and, you know, going on about her life. And I think that she had but she had heard about or seen the guard sometime, you know, 10, 15 years down the road or something like that. And he had, you know, from all that rage, had developed all these diseases. His life had fallen apart. He was sickly. He didn't have anything, you know, he didn't have any friends. You know, his family members were all gone. He was, you know, drinking, you know, an alcoholic. I think he had gout from alcohol. And she remembers thinking back in the concentration camp that if she, you know, she started feeling sorry for him because of, you know, his lack of being able to connect with his feelings. And that showed up later on down the road in her life and in his. And this is what this kind of reminds me of. So instead of like meeting force with force, you're kind of meeting force. You know, instead of meeting fire with fire, you're kind of meeting fire and dancing with it to get it to go in the direction that you want it to go here, if that makes sense. So let's pull an oracle card for you here. Who have I got coming in? I've got Sagittarius, Aries, Taurus, Leo, Sagittarius, Virgo. There's you showing up in your own reading. Taurus again, Leo, Libra. If you're dealing with any of those signs. Leo again, Taurus again. And I think that's it. So I'm going to look at those signs in the extended. We're going to get more information about those signs and what their intentions are here. But you're definitely ready to start over again. You're definitely ready for some new ideas, new inspiration, new ways of doing things. Instead of trying to escape, you know, you're going to confront this head on, but you're going to confront it with playfulness and with empathy and compassion. Not pity, but empathy and compassion. Goddess of creation, transformation, creativity, and wholeness. And we have the Zen garden. Well, there's your Four of Swords. Inner sanctuary. I love that. So that's what I have for you this week, Virgos. I hope this helped. And until next time, Grand Rising Virgos.